Aquarius, welcome to Yellow Cardinal Tarot with me. My name is Carol. And Aquarius, we're going to be doing Carol's mid-month check-in for August 2024. And in this video, we're going to be looking at what pattern is showing up for you for healing right now. And oftentimes we have a pattern that shows up in our life. We've seen it before. Sometimes we'll deny it. We resist dealing with it. Or sometimes we just blame ourselves for this happening again. But to shed some light on that, we're going to be looking in part 2 at what's coming up from your shadow that's having an impact on this, or it's driving this pattern to show up again. So we're going to be doing some shadow work, and if you're unfamiliar with the term shadow or shadow work, I've left a really good video for you in my description box called my Powerful 4-Step Guide for Shadow Work. And it's taken from my other channel called Carol Cares. And this video is really about facing your own shadow, and it's a compilation of everything I've learned on my own healing journey, and I've put it together for you. So I think you'll really find that useful. And in the third part of this reading, we're going to look at some advice from the tarot as to how you can begin to heal this. I mean, it's very important for you to, for me to shed some light on this and for the tarot to shed some light, but it's more important that you start to begin to heal this. So we're going to be doing this reading with, I'm going to start off with the Tarot Grand Lux. I'm going to choose 3 cards from that, and then I'm going to go into the Rider-Waite. And yeah, so just a couple announcements before we begin the reading. First of all, I will link the August 2024 reading that I've done for you if you haven't had a chance. That'll be linked at the end. I'll also link a particular video at the end for you that comes from, again, my other channel called Carol Cares, and it'll be a video that's really going to help you with what you need to heal, and you can have a look at that. And finally, the best news of the day is I will be offering you personal readings. So there is a short video that I've put out about it. And also I will provide the link for you in the comments section and in the description box below for my personal readings. And I'll link it on the screen as well, so you can have a look at that if you're interested in a personal reading. So let's begin. I've pre-shuffled these cards before I came on. So I'm going to ask the tarot right now, what pattern in your life is showing up for you to heal right now? So tarot, can you give me 3 cards, please, for, or actually 1 card for the pattern, first of all. 1 card for the pattern that's showing up for Aquarius. And it gave me 3. All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these 3 cards because I did ask for that at the beginning. So you have the 3 of Swords that comes up. And what aspect from your shadow is driving this pattern? You have the Page of Cups, and you have the Temperance in reverse. And I didn't, for the advice from the tarot, there are 3 cards here and they're all in reverse. So I didn't say they're all in reverse, but that's interesting. So we'll definitely look at that and why they're in reverse right now. And let's move these over a bit right here. All right, so now we can clarify this, the 3 of Swords, please. So I'm going to ask for, 2 to 3 cards to clarify this 3 of Swords right here for Aquarius. Those came out in a bunch. Ace of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the 4 here. Page of Swords in reverse, and the 5 of Wands in reverse. Can I have the clarifiers for the Page of Cups, please, in reverse? 2 or 3 cards. I can tell that the humidity is getting to these cards. It's a little bit harder to do that. 2 more, maybe 1 or 2 more. And this is what's coming up from your shadow. That's sitting in your shadow. All right, so you have the Ace of Cups. Oops. You have the Hierophant in reverse. You have the 4 of Swords. And you have the 3 of Swords again in reverse. You have it up here, and here it comes again. So talking about, unfortunately, a lot of pain right here. A lot of healing that needs to be done for sure. All right, finally, the Temperance card in reverse. 2 to 3 cards, please. It seems to want to spit out 4. Let's see what it has for me here. You have the 4 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And we'll see if it gives me one more here. This is your healing. Here we go, one more. 2 of Wands. Okay, that should be good. Let's begin with the pattern that's showing up for healing for you right now. And again, you've seen this before. It's probably not anything new that I'm going to be telling you, but it's your pattern that needs healing. So you have your 3 of Swords in reverse, and I mean the 3 of Swords is the pain card. And you know, it can refer to our trauma. It can refer to what's happened to us in our childhood. There's something here that needs healing. And it's in reverse because there's a resistance to looking at this. And this is a tough journey. It's a really tough journey. And you know, we can do all kinds of things to try to prevent ourselves from healing. But we only can go through this, right? We can't go around this. So there is some real healing here that needs to be done, Aquarius. And the universe is saying, you know, here's a wand for you. I'm giving you this gift right now. I want to take you on a new direction. Like I want to turn this for you right now. Because maybe you've been sitting in this spot for a long time, right? You could be sitting with depression. You could be, I find like last night I just got to some grief myself that I don't even want to tell you how long I've been battling this. And all our emotions will come in layers. So you can deal with grief and then deal with it again, even if it's the same thing. And we often wonder, well, why is this showing up again for me? Well, because you need to go a little bit deeper. And it's almost like there's a little bit left that hasn't, but I spent a lot of time, you know, distracting myself and running from this little bit of grief I needed to get to last night. And it was just like, oh, wow, finally. So the Knight of Swords is the next card that comes up. Like, you know, the universe wants to take you in a direction. The Knight of Swords is that part of you. It's an adolescent part of you that wants freedom. And wants freedom to be authentic. They want to be themselves. And so there's a real part of you that's coming up right now that wants this, you know, carry that sword into a different direction, that wants freedom to be themselves, that whoever they were meant to be, what they came here to do, this is what's coming up for you. I call it a freedom fighter. All my knights are fighting for freedom. And the Page of Swords comes here in reverse. Well, here's a page, and you have another page here. You have 2 pages on here, and my pages are my inner children. And this particular page is in reverse because it's blocked. And this is the page that carries the sword of authenticity, of who you are. Believe it or not, when we were younger, we knew who we were. We knew why we came here. We knew what we were meant to do. But what happens is it gets blocked. And it could be something that's repressed because of our caretakers, trauma that's happened to us. And it just gets kind of shoved down. And on top of it, we have these layers of emotions and trauma that we have to work through to get back to it. And here's this inner child of yours that needs healing, that knew at one time who they were. And I think you're trying to get back to this, but there's some healing that has to get done here first. And then you have the 5 of Wands in reverse as the last card that kind of clarifies a lot here. And this healing is telling me, because the five of Wands is a card about your ego. It's the battle of the egos. Look at this They're all battling here. You know, they're comparing their wands. My wand's bigger than yours. I can beat you with this one. You don't have a... It's all about comparing yourself and feeling less than. Some of us will have the superiority complex because we'll go around feeling more than, when it's really a cover-up for, you know, what's really the pain that's underneath us. But this is in reverse here, and this is my unworthiness card, feeling less than, and there's a resistance here to looking at that. And so this is what's coming up for you right now. This is the pattern, that unworthiness. I'm garbage. I'm a piece of shit. I don't belong anywhere. No one understands me. I don't matter. Just a lot of pain here you're sitting in right now, and it has to do with how you feel about yourself, not feeling worthy. And so what's in your shadow here that's impacting this pattern again? You know, where does this come from your childhood? Well, first one that comes up is this Page of Cups, and here's another inner child in reverse, which means it's blocked. All right, we can have inner children, and we can have more than one inner child. Mainstream psychology likes to say, well, we just have one, but I've been on this healing journey for a number of years now, intensively, and I know that I have more than one inner child. And your Page of Cups needs healing. In an upright position, this is the love seeker. This is our little love seeker, this inner child. We all have this love seeker. And our little love seeker will cause a lot of chaos in our adult life, and they need healing. This part of us, this little part of us that didn't get the love, the support, the validation that they should have got when they were younger, will continue to seek out people, seek out things in their life that will bring them the love that they need. And oftentimes, this love seeker will actually call in the same, almost like, will manifest the same types of people that you had when you were younger, the ones that didn't give you this, you know, the ones that didn't give you that love. And they'll call in those same types of people. So maybe right now, you know, you're dealing with a heartbreak from you know, another relationship that is failing, or another try at trying to get the love that you want. And the love seeker is really, I mean, if there's any inner child that you want to get to know, it's your love seeker, because they will change. They're like a chameleon. They will lose themselves in other people around them just to, you know, they become people pleasers, or they'll turn into that person that they think they're supposed to be for the other person, so that they'll just love them. And so this is really important, that you start to have some compassion for this inner child of yours right now that needs healing. And the universe is saying, well, I mean, in your shadow here, the Ace of Cups is showing up, and this is emotions, right? So there's some real emotions that the inner child needs to express. And there's a chance here for you to express and start to heal them. And usually those emotions that are attached to that little inner child of ours, that love seeker that didn't get the love they needed, well, they have a hell of a lot of grieving to do, which is what I did last night. It was my love seeker that needed grieving. No surprise. And I'm also an Aquarius, so I'm kind of reading here for myself. So they need grieving. And they need to grieve from the love that they didn't get. And they also need to grieve from this shame of this feeling unworthiness. There's a lot of shame in there when you feel unworthy about yourself. And the Hierophant card comes here to explain a little bit more. And the Hierophant tells us, you know, these are the things. The Hierophant in upright position talks about where we learned our sense of obedience, of what was right and what was wrong. And so there's a real, and it's in reverse here. So you really need to look at What were you told was right when you were younger, and what were you told was wrong? Because this is really affecting what's happening right here with you and this pain that you're sitting with. You know, is it really, you know, what you believe is right or wrong? But like, I mean, the Hierophant card is all about our wiring, all about how we were wired when we were younger. You know, you were wired to believe that you were unworthy. You were wired to believe that you were worthless because, you know, by not getting this love that you needed. Your little love seeker, this inner child of yours, was wired to believe that they were unworthy. And here's the Four of Swords. Four of Swords talks about, you know, taking some rest, taking some time out. But I think, and right behind it comes this, the pain card. And so I can see here that this tells me that your little inner child here that needs to heal was not given the time out that they needed to heal when they were younger. They weren't able to express these feelings of grief. These are big emotions for little kids. They weren't able to feel the shame, another big emotion for a little kid, so they put it away. They put their pain away. And what's happening here is, here's the pain right here that's coming up for you to deal with right now. Again, the pain of rejection, the pain of unworthiness, the pain of not being validated, of not being loved is coming up for you again. And Temperance card comes as the first card from the advice from the tarot. And it's in reverse here. And when the Temperance card comes up, for me, it's always a card of, you know, finding a middle ground here for you. It's not a card about waiting. Maybe it might be, some tarot readers read it that, but I always find it means like, you know, you need to find some middle ground here. And it's in reverse here, which tells me that, you know, I think you're bordering giving up. You're bordering like, this is the way it's always going to be. This pattern is showing up for you again. It's like, what's the point? I keep, you know, feeling this over and over and over again. And I see no way out of this. Like, I'm in so much pain right now. If there is one pain that hurts like hell, it's the love seeker's pain. Hurts like effing hell. It's so painful. And but you have to find the middle ground for you. You know, you have an Ace of Cups here, which is a new offer. It's sitting in your shadow. There's a way out of this. This is the Wands. Wands are a fiery energy. And this is walking away. This card is talking about, you know, walking away from this wall behind you. Walking away from this belief system that you've been wired to believe, this Hierophant card, that you're worth nothing. You know, we gotta work on that. We gotta find a way to start to deal with that shame and that unworthiness and feel that pain of that love seeker. Sit with it. Have compassion for that younger part of you that didn't get the love they needed when they were younger. It's hard to sit with that. I know. Ace of Pentacles comes up as the next as the next one. And this is another offer from the universe. It's a gift. But this is it's in reverse here. So there is a resistance for you to take this offer. And this is the pentacle of the body. And it's all about your unworthiness, right? This is what the pentacle represents, your self-worth. And here's a new chance for you to really get in touch with, you know, what is it that people told me about myself that makes me feel so unworthy? Where does this come from? Start to ask questions so that we can rewire how we were wired. And the last card is, you know what? And it's advice from the tarot is how you can begin. But you know, there's this two Two of Wands here. And the Two of Wands is all about just getting this nudge for a new direction. A new direction. A nudge. It's all it takes. So you can start to deal with this shame, this unworthiness. And the universe is going to say, okay, after you're done dealing with that and you allow yourself to grieve and you allow yourself to feel that shame, the universe is going to give you that nudge. It's going to direct you into, all right, this is where you need to go next, right? Because you're going to get out of this. You're going to get out of this. And so I'm going to leave you with, a video on, I want to teach you how to ground. I'm going to teach you how to ground because I want you to get back in your body so you can feel and you can hear and you can pay attention to that love seeker that's wanting to get your attention right now again. All right? So I'll see you next month in September. Take care, Aquarius, and have compassion for yourself for what you're working through. This is tough stuff. Talk to you soon. Bye.